Thanks so much for joining me for this session of Dr. Plotzker's Mind. The Super Bowl, it's come and gone. It took a while to get there. My team won, sort of. Uh, my hometown team, the Eagles, swooned after a great start. But the Chiefs, who eventually prevailed, have their share of ties to my Eagles. The Chiefs coach was the Eagles coach. The star receiver of the Chiefs is the brother of the star center of the Eagles. And their mother may as well be the den mother. I am not a great music fan, so I don't really follow Taylor Swift as the girlfriend of the Chiefs receiver. But his brother is a family man, got 4 kids, got a stable wife. That's part of football too. It's not all glamour. The sports in general may be the last unifier that we have in America. Nobody cares about ethnic background, religion, who you vote for. All they care about is that the players are capable. Everybody in the region roots for the home team. We don't always root for the governor or our congressman, but we do root for our quarterback and our coach. When the coach slides, as ours did, everyone does their best to give him some well-meaning advice, though a long way from professional advice. There's a certain Dunning-Kruger effect among the fans turned coach. There's a downside to the sports following as well. Number of downsides. First, players get injured. In football, there are quite a lot of injuries, and what happens to the injuries is that an automatic timeout is called. I don't know what happens in the stadium while they tend to the injured player. I do know what happens on my flat screen. Somebody tries to sell me something so that there is a commercial interest, at least to the media, for having players injured. That probably shouldn't be. Sometimes they get harmed permanently, not right away, but some get long-standing encephalopathy, some loss of brain function. There's controversy as to when that begins, whether it begins with high school sports, which would be a good reason to ban them where they're not such a big financial potential to the few who excel. Colleges have their football teams also, including the Ivy Leagues. Their football players go on to become doctors and lawyers and people whose brains never quite deteriorate. but injury is definitely a relatively big downside, and capitalizing on the injury um, makes me uh, a degenerate in a way, though I don't capitalize on it. I rarely buy the products. And then we have to look at the products that they sell. At the Super Bowl, I basically tuned out the ads. I didn't watch any of them. I don't remember any of them. During the season, though, they sell me cell phones and cars and beer, which is all probably okay. Insurance. I don't think it's quite okay to have the Chiefs' star players and coach being the ones booking the insurance. I think they make enough money from what they earn through their athletic talent. The ads that become objectionable are the ones that seem to prey on vulnerable people. To go to an NFL game is pretty expensive. I've been to an AFL game where a neighbor took us in the early days of the AFL. It was the Buffalo Bills against the New York Titans at the Polo Grounds. Uh, the Titans ultimately became the Jets and had their own stadium. The Bills quarterback became a vice presidential candidate. He lost. But now, people of ordinary means either have to save up for it as a special event or can't go. So the season ticket holders uh, are not from the same metropolitan diverse population at all. The rest of us get to watch it on television, and those really magnificent views of the game and the analysis of the game is paid for by sponsors. I'm a little taken aback when all the fast food ads, which seem to be present in a disproportionate amount, have as their actors uh, minority people connecting to other minority consumers who probably shouldn't even be eating that stuff. I could say the same thing about sports betting. It's bad enough that people have to leave their house to go to a casino to do this. But when you take vulnerable people trying to make a quick buck and make it too easy for them, people are going to get hurt. While I enjoy watching the intricacies of the game and the magnificent technology uh, that allows me to see the game, I really don't want people to get hurt as a condition for making that available to me. Yet that seems to be what happened. So this year, my backup team won. They won last year also against my primary team. They're a good team. Their coach is still uh, one of us, an alumnus, and I was glad to be able to watch it, though I woke up a little bit tired. Football can be now set aside for a little bit, while spring training for baseball gets underway. Thanks so much for sharing this session of Dr. Plotzker's Mind.